Have you ever just stared in the mirror and wondered, man, what am I? I walk with these through patterns and start tapping into isolated knowledge about fakers and lodgers. Wait a minute, I spotted the supreme person. I pull the detonators for an aversion and then I murder them. Swerve into the woodland, first I'm on foot for a span. Then I peel out and book to the van. Computerized, set up in the back. I hook the internet up and send out the message about the whack. My code name's Bolo Lee for low key and manipulation. When I'm doing investigations, they fax back a statement. The mission's complete, so I go back to my ordinary life on the streets. A building caretaker, a fair maker with a 1-bedroom apartment and a 9-square blazer. Next month my trip to Asia will be for a couple days or more. I gotta pull another score. For now I'm just another guy around the neighborhood, on the corner giving kids lessons, explaining books. Just remember, when I smile at you, my true style is to slash you. Pledges that I vow mean bad news. People versus people, who are you against? People doing wickedness, it doesn't make sense. Have you ever in your life felt you really needed help from the malevolence that lies deep within yourself? People versus people, who are you against? People doing wickedness, it doesn't make sense. Have you ever in your life felt you really needed help from the malevolence that lies deep within yourself? I'm a family man with 2 children and a wife. And a lot of people appreciate how I'm living my life. But in the night, I take a ride cause my mind's got the urge to see which hookers that I can find on the curb. My marriage seems happy and everything's fine and cool. A decent income with children in private school. My daughter's getting older and growing some tits, so I be having visions of my child holding my dick. I know the start is not the right thing, so why am I this? I would do it, but I'm scared to check a psychiatrist. What about my reputation? I don't want to be known as a reject patient, so I hide the speculations. And plus I got the cops tracking my scent, cause last week they just found 2 hookers in the back of a fence. Why I gagged and screwed her? The bitch had it coming to her when I took my switchblade and ran the shit through her. Nobody knows the troubles I go through, and nobody knows the doubles I showed you. I'm known to the public as a sick psychotic entry, but to friends and family, they call me Henry. People versus people, who are you against? People doing wickedness, it doesn't make sense. Have you ever in your life felt you really needed help from the malevolence that lies deep within yourself? People versus people, who are you against? People doing wickedness, it doesn't make sense. Have you ever in your life felt you really needed help from the malevolence that lies deep within yourself?
If you shoot somebody in the head with a .45 every time you kill somebody, it becomes like your fingerprints, see? But if you strangle one and stab another, when you cut up, when you don't, then the police don't know what to do. They think you're 4 different people. What they really are, what makes their job so much easier, their pattern. What they call a modus operandi.
People versus people, who are you against? People doing wickedness, it doesn't make sense. Have you ever in your life felt you really needed help from the malevolence that lies deep within yourself? People versus people, who are you against? People doing wickedness, it doesn't make sense. Have you ever in your life felt you really needed help from the malevolence that lies deep within yourself? People versus people, you versus you. People versus people, who versus who. People versus people.